Happy holidays, everybody. A friend this week reached out to my wife because they'd been watching my social media feeds and they were worried about me. um, I wrote a book about grief and loss, and so I talk about that. And I suppose if you just hear me talk about grief and loss all the time, you might get the idea that I'm not living a very joyful life. In fact, I think I'm living a very joyful life. I'm certainly very grateful for it. And I feel a lot of joy persistently, along with the sadness. They seem to be able to cohabitate on a moment by moment basis. I was thinking about that in the context of Christmas and thinking about, in a way, Christmas isn't really very merry. I mean, it's the story of a poor family ordered to take a census in a distant town and trekking with the mother just about to deliver a baby and getting to the town and having nowhere to stay and sleeping in a stable and giving birth to a child there. We have stables, we have sheep and cattle and donkeys, and the stable would not be a good place to have a baby at all. And then that child went on to be one of the great spiritual leaders of all time and was tortured and killed by an oppressive regime, which was encouraged by the religious leaders of his own community. So that's pretty sad. And I think a lot of people feel sad around Christmas. Maybe the implications of the story, but very often because loved ones are missing, because they just don't feel like Christmas celebrations, because the social gatherings cause us to feel pressure, all kinds of reasons. Well, I really feel that one of the profound things about Christmas is that there are so many sad and profound implications to the story. And in our gatherings around the solstice, the darkest time of the year, our emotions are appropriately mixed or jumbled, or there are many things at least. And I think that's okay and right. Sometimes Santa Claus comes off as sort of a huckster for Christmas. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Everything happy and light and consumeristic. But there is a profound message behind the lights and the sails and the brightly wrapped presents. And I think it's good to tap into that. And if you're worried about my state of mind, I am sad, kind of all the time. And I am grateful and joyful, kind of all the time also. Again, happy holidays.